Every man has his techniques, and they're all different. And when you know mine, you'll be dead.
Alright, hello everyone. I just wanted to make a quick little video. I thought this would be kind of fun to do with all the
Stevie Williams,
Eric Koston, Nike SB, airmax 95 drama. It's funny. Complex just put out a thing. I guess Stevie Williams responded to that, and it gets into him being basically like he was shown a rendition of the ad campaign or whatever, and he's in it, but they didn't do the run, skate, chill thing, and then after it came out, it's the run, skate, chill thing, and that's kind of his thing.
I think it's kind of fun when the cops come. Like, run, skate, chill, like, go to the store. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, cops coming. Like, I'll make you always be on point.
Which, yeah, I don't think he had a patent on it or anything, but that they took it. It's an interesting one. They wouldn't just go directly to him like, hey, if we're gonna do this, like, we're Nike, we have money, and the shoe's definitely gonna kill it. We want to be a part of it. But yeah, then there's video of Koston talking about it, and just what he was saying was back in, I believe it was in '95, and Kareem Campbell had them, and it got me thinking about when I first saw that shoe, and the first time was at a world demo in Staten Island, and Jason Dill had the gray and green Air Max 95s, and he wasn't skating, must have been hurt or something, and I remember I bought a Shiloh board off Stephen Cow's for $20 or something, and I want to say even had to get home from that demo, and I was short $1 for the bus, and I saw Rodney Mullen before I was leaving, and I asked him to borrow $1, and he gave it to me. And then, I don't know, 7 years later, there was a A-team demo at the local shop by me, and I was like, hey dude, I owe you $1. And it was funny, he was like, all right, cool, thanks, but where's your boss? We got to get paid for this demo, was what I remember him saying. So thought that was kind of funny. So this whole thing brought back a few memories. And I do remember always wanting those gray and green Air Max 95s because of Jason Dill. So now to go back when Koston's talking about seeing Kareem, like that could have been his memory of them back then, of seeing those and being like, oh, those are cool shoes Kareem has. But the run, skate, chill thing, it's crazy. And I guess in the Complex interview, Stevie says he was getting flow from like Nike. They would send him shoes here and there, and it's just it's so weird. They everything's true. Like, we're gonna show you this, but then after it comes out, we're gonna add this. Like, oh, well, you okayed it. I think it would have been a cooler ad campaign if they would have had him in it. That's just me, but I'm also old. I thought it made more sense. That would have been so sick. Like, hey, do a switch heel in these again. And, they could have even shown the other picture in that, or changed the colors on it. You can Photoshop anything now. Because they had the gray and greens, which are like the most elite Air Max 95, in my opinion. That's like the color of colors. And I've never owned them. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but Jason Dill had a Vita shoe on, and it had those colors too. And in Koston's thing, he talks about how people have mimicked the Air Max 95 and taken, inspiration from and materials and stuff for other shoes, which they have. Sneaker culture, I guess, even it's a very iconic shoe. Very cool. But yeah, as far as all this goes, I think it's crazy. Like, it just is weird to me that they didn't offer to cut him in or something. Again, if that's all true, I guess this was a kind of cool little excuse for me to post some, like, find some Stevie footage or something and post it. But interesting happenings nonetheless. Is just wild. I think it's funny too. I was never like the biggest Eric Koston fan, so it's kind of funny that Stevie's calling him out. And in the Complex interview, he kind of goes over how it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not mad at him. He trolls me, so I'm trolling him back. But the Instagram posts, didn't seem like trolling. It seemed like a little more like he was pissed, and again, rightfully so. It's just so weird to not include him on it, because even if they brought him in and they had the the newer guys on the team wearing them, skating in them, and and you had Stevie, but I guess I don't know if they're just like, this could have mean we'd have to sign him to a contract or this or that. So I don't know. I don't know the inner workings of all that or what they'd have to do to clear it. But nonetheless, some interesting stuff going on at the moment with that. I don't think there's much else. I guess if we get into, Stevie or Koston, I'd rather watch Stevie skate than Koston any day. Yeah, Stevie's best part, we'll go into this, in the fit, tantrum promo, whatever, credo, his part in the fit section, best thing ever. The Reason, super sick. Element Fine Artists, super sick. Sixth Sense, stuff in Kalis's part, amazing. He's always had these sick parts. Like, Koston was always next level good, but I never thought he looked cool. I watched, except for, I will say, Koston on H Street, Koston on 101 were cool. Koston in Goldfish, I almost said Mouse, Koston in Goldfish is like the end of kind of him being cool. His 4-on-1 part probably wasn't awful either. He's always struck me as like a jockish skater. But it's also interesting to me that he's still around and still skating. Like, he's got to be over 50. And he can still skate at a, elite level, I guess I'd say. Where Stevie still does skate here and there, but I don't think it's on the level of like what Koston's doing. Not that he was ever on that skill level. Stevie just always looked way cooler than Koston ever would have. Chocolate Tour, also sick. I think once DGK started those videos, those KO videos and stuff, I don't know, he was kind of more into running the show than, I don't know, skating kind of started going down, sadly. He was sick. What else we got is Wheels of Fortune, 4-on-1, another sick one. Something wants me to say it was in 4-on-1-9, but I'd be bullshitting if I knew it off the top of my head. Yeah, man, that would have been cool, though. It would have been really cool. Switch heel flip in the Air Maxes. But it is what it is. Maybe they'll make up and that'll happen, but I doubt it. Like a later release thing. But I don't know. It was funny, too, beating the dead horse, but in the thing, he was kind of saying how it was fucked up when Koston's made Rodrigo TX throw his board in the DGK board in the dumpster when he was on numbers, and so I don't know if that's why he did it or what. I know there was a whole bunch of stuff with KO that like riders were getting let go and people weren't getting paid and there was no answers, and so I kind of think that had something more to him doing it. But he did end up going back to DGK, so maybe I am all wrong, and I don't know. Out of my pay grade. But again, hopefully there was some cool Stevie footage I got to repost here. Again, that was like my big, wanting to do this kind of was like, oh, cool, I can post some, some Stevie stuff. And it is what it is. Make this short. I don't know if anybody else knows anything else about this would be cool. I'm curious to see what else comes out about it. I can't imagine those Air Maxes skating good. Like, there's no way. They probably skate better than a stock Air Max, but I can't see it being a good skate shoe. But it is actually kind of cool. And I guess that's it. We'll be back again soon with some other content. Talk to you later.
But yo, you gotta break out and I gotta break out. World for life.